see this. The wifey, I always tell her, go on there and let me know if it's craziness, because it has been known to happen. All right, so we got everything live and direct. Here we are. Live it is. All right, y'all. So, thank you guys for coming out tonight. Tonight we're going to be doing OwnLn Presents the lecture 2. It's just on resources and tips on how to shoot your content more effectively. Because a lot of artists, what I find is that they do shoot a lot of content and they say that they're doing the thing, but what ends up happening is they aren't really hitting their mark because it's not either it's the quality of it or it's the fact that it's just always their bedroom in the background. Like they don't think about any of the other aspects. And I know that these gentlemen here are very, they've been at it a while, and so they're very experienced with shooting really good content. So I brought them in as, guests today. We got Raw Smokes, we got Hesh from the Down Under, and we got Monster 357, and we are just ripping and gripping. What's going on, fellas? Uh-oh. Did y'all go out? Oh, shit. That's what it was. Oh, man, it's alright. Make you feel right at home, man. You sound like you're from Australia. One of them spots? So just like that sounds good. All I see is your Instagram. Can't see your hearing it. Got it. All right. I want to make sure that we can hear. My tech support. I think my wife's there. She said for some reason we are not hearing you guys though when you was talking. Let me see. I'll make sure I got y'all. Gotta love it. Technical errors happen every day. I mean, it's the only way I know how to go about it, honestly.
Man, I wouldn't have a clue, to be honest.
Alright, so bam. That should be good. I bet you they're hearing you now. Alright. Can I get a test on y'all?
Breaker.
There you go.
Test. Mike check from the west. Fuck.
Yo.
Yeah. Good. And boom, we got the thumbs up. Alright.
That's good.
Let's get it. So, alright, so I know that y'all have shot from your phone before, right? Like that's been a thing that a lot of artists do is they shoot from their phone directly, right? That's all you really need to be able to shoot good content. People think you got to get a badass camera or any of this. You really don't. Like most actual content is shot from a phone, and if you shoot it from your phone and send it through your phone, then the algorithms actually they bring up your quality score. So that's something to take into consideration, and it gives you no reason not to do it today.
I've never used a fucking camera. It's only been on the iPhone. Hey,
I'm saying.
I'll stick with that. It's so much easier.
What?
Like all having it on one device, one editing, everything.
Anybody?
Well, me personally, I think it's to each his own. You know what I mean? Depends on the project you're working on. Most things you can use your iPhone, and it's not a bad thing to use your iPhone. But I think if you're working on a major project, you know what I mean, you don't really you want to keep up with what's really out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
that's right.
I feel like it's according to what you got going as far as the content you putting out. Some things might require more than just your phone. You know what I'm saying? Depending on your project and what you working on. So I definitely agree with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that. I
Did
mean,
you guys
honestly.
see the latest thing that Red Bull dropped? They strapped iPhones to like mountain bikes and stuff instead of GoPros. And man, it looks fucking insane. Like the camera quality you can get out of them nowadays. And then just if you were to upload that to even Adobe or whatever you edit on, you still get the same effects of that.
Talking about
So it's just
the GoPro, like
I
the
just can't
latest
afford a
ones.
camera, honestly.
Say what?
Hey,
Hey, Chris, I couldn't really understand what he was saying.
Yeah, I was in the same boat. I think that was a connection thing. Yo, try to get Hash. Either that or
yeah,
it's an
my
accent thing.
Wi-Fi is pretty dodgy.
All
Chris,
right,
you funny as hell.
yo, go ahead. Hey,
Sorry.
say it again now.
Can you see me now?
Yeah,
That's
perfect.
much better.
Sweet. I mean, main reason that I just can't afford, like, you know, to go and drop like thousands of dollars on a camera as well. Like that, like the only kind of camera I'd really like to buy is like an old EX like 1000 kind of thing to get that like old stuff. You know what I mean? Like a nostalgic kind of feel. But like with iPhones nowadays, they just Red Bull and iPhone just collabed to drop like their new pretty much fucking GoPro essentially, and it looks just amazing. Like with the shit nowadays, like best bang for your buck phone.
I mean, definitely best bang for your buck. I mean, you're talking about it's not even it's less than normally less than $2,000, and you have one of the best cameras. They've literally shot movies off of it and sent it to the big screen. So there's nothing wrong with using your phone, even though people want to move to that next level. It's not always it's not always necessary in this day and age.
Very much so. I just want to say as well, like fucking yeah, over there you guys have like a lot more like opportunities of people like where like fucking you can go get music videos filmed professionally and stuff and like work with like people. But like down here, like I'm on a farm in the middle of nowhere, so like it's a bit hard to get access to that, or like you pay thousands of dollars just to have people come out and shoot for you,
I
but
mean, a situation like that, that's understandable. If you want to visit somewhere and you ain't got access to, that's cool. That you got to work with what you got. It's not a bad
yeah,
thing.
straight up,
You know what I mean? Not a bad thing at all. Like me,
straight up.
so I got the artist and we shoot videos. I can pay $150 for a video and it'll be good quality. You know what
Wow,
I mean?
right.
It'll hit, but then when I really want to put a project out, I go spend $1,500 to $2,000 on a video. You know what I mean? The
Yep,
quality
yep.
is so much different. The things that you can do from a green screen and just so
Oh
much
yeah,
different technology from a bigger, you know what I mean, a bigger
exactly.
camera, just different things. Like I say, it all depends on the project and the individual. Sometimes it depends on the
Very
budget.
much.
If you can't afford something bigger, then your phone will absolutely get the job done. And
I'm gonna say that's
sometimes
Yeah,
you won't
exactly
even be
right.
able to tell.
I think that's exactly
Sometimes you
right.
won't
yeah.
even be able
Sorry,
to
bro. I
tell that
wasn't trying.
it's a phone.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to go up against that, bro, at all. I certainly with you for that. Like, it's worth like when you're making the money to fucking put back into it, that's covering it and stuff. That's so worth it. But like up until then it becomes like a drain. You've got
Right.
to be covering your
I can
costs
give you
first.
another example.
Yep.
I can give you another example, Chris. So we just did the content house in Columbia, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we had a guy there, right? This guy, we didn't have him there. He wanted to come there and he wanted to be one of the camera staffs. He wanted to film and record the content and all that. But he wanted to do it with his iPhone. We turned him
Mm.
down. Now,
Yeah.
before I tell you why we turned him down, so this guy, he make movies and he makes short movies from his iPhone. He on YouTube, and he what I mean, he upload his movies directly from his iPhone that he filmed from his iPhone.
Yeah.
The reason we turned them down though, we giving the experience. You come into Columbia, you spending $1,000 to come to a content house in Columbia. You're not getting the experience from somebody recording you on your cell phone.
Yeah.
Everybody got a cell
Yeah, no,
phone in their hand every day.
yeah,
I could
that's
have done
very
that.
true, bro.
Go
Like,
ahead.
yeah, that's very true. That's a good point.
I could have done that shit.
Yeah, so you said you could have done it with what,
Yeah,
your
that's
iPhone?
what I'm saying with your iPhone. Just fucking like, man, I could have done that. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Like, and
Yeah,
I know exactly who you're
exactly.
talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. Which he makes. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was very surprised at what he was able to do with an iPhone. Like, it looks. You wouldn't really be able to tell. In a
Yeah,
great way.
I'm
Like
not
it looks,
knocking it.
yeah. But
I'm not
you're talking
knocking
about
it.
from the visitor, like from the person having the experience. It's a better experience. So there is a
Right,
time and a
yeah.
place
right.
It
for
And
makes
just
a phone.
makes it feel more professional.
Yeah,
And
there's a time and a
yeah,
place for a
right,
phone. And
right.
most artists, like we all know artists, like typically don't have a budget, especially in the beginning. They don't have a budget for the big productions yet, and they, most of the time, those videos aren't going to make you the money. They're not going to make money really. Like you're getting streams, and that's what makes you your money, and that's you're not going to make the money back on it. What it is the best source of advertising for your music and for your brand. That's really what it comes down to.
And I'm gonna tell you this too, like moving around and going to different events and dealing with different people, it also gets you recognized because the
Yep.
quality of your video make people notice
Yep.
you. You know what I mean? So and that's what made my artist stand out a little bit. The quality of everything we put out, like from the engineers to the music to the videos. And it didn't first start off like that. It was a learning experience, and we learned everything that we had to do from when we started to where we at now. But I'm telling you, the quality, that's number one for me. Three things with me is the quality. For my artists, no YouTube beats, and we ain't gonna talk about the last one right now. That's for a whole different subject.
Yeah, no, you're
But
absolutely right
that
about the YouTube beats too, because like that's just killing that. You're literally gonna record over this thing, and it's gonna be the right version of you. You're gonna love the beat. People are gonna love it, and then eventually it's gonna bite you in the ass. Is what's gonna happen. Like you don't own it, you're going to end up with problems, or you're gonna get a copyright strike, which is even worse because they can take your whole shit down. So that's why I'm actually
they
pushing.
said
Huh?
your word. They said take one song. You don't want that one song to be on a fucking YouTube beat.
I'm saying, I'm
Yeah,
saying, they're like, oh, it's the
yeah,
remix. So like, and that's exactly that brings. It's a great segue into OwnLn. So OwnLn.com is built for artists. Like, we don't want, the same issues are going to be there. Like, we're checking for copyrights. We're checking for, for AI use. We're not allowing AI use on this platform, because we just don't. This is for artists. It's a platform for artists by artists, and it's going to be a direct spot to for your content, music, videos, movies, podcasts, whatever it is you do, and its content. It's going to be on OwnLn, and so it's free to start. Like it's going to be a month free for everybody. Dollar a month for artists, $5.99 for access for fans, and it's got everything an artist needs to advance to get further faster. That's the goal. You can check me out on
I'm,
Shadowworks Entertainment, at Shadowworks Entertainment, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, blah, 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 blah. All right, so what we're going to do now, though, is we're going to actually move into the subject of the night here, which is the common fails. Like, and I know y'all have seen this shit. So common fails that'll kill your content. Like your bedroom as your wallpaper. Like if it looks like you're, just chilling in your bedroom and that's how you make all of your content. I mean, it's nobody's gonna remember it, and it's just it's not memorable. It doesn't look great. I mean, sometimes. I mean, yes, sometimes like that is the vibe of the song. Like, say you got a smoking song. Like, sure, it makes sense. Or you got some R&B in the right lighting and so on. Not with just a bedroom in the back. Horizontal video, turning that shit sideways, is a no go. Everybody, if you're consuming content on your phone, that's what everybody else is doing. Why are you gonna turn it sideways? Just don't do it. And then like you're sitting there with your hand, and some people got shaky hands, and it's like nobody wants to watch that. Nobody's going to watch that. They're going to literally go scroll as soon as that shit starts shaking. Um, so, and then you don't have a hook. Like most people don't have a hook when they do a video. Like they don't give a reason to watch the video for more than 2 seconds. So if they're not watching for 2 seconds, they're definitely not going to watch for 10, 20, 30 seconds for your videos. So just those are just some common fails. Yeah, y'all ever seen any of those?
yeah. Well,
100%.
I'm
Had those.
I've done those.
look. Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this. The horizontal. You. That's not. To my understanding, that's not true. When you doing Instagram clips, and I guess it depending on what you're using it for, but the best way to get that clip is turn your phone horizontal and put it on to 60. And I've done that, and those are some of my best shots.
On a
So when
60?
you doing your Instagram clip, yeah, 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 like you got 30, the 30 and the 60, you on the little corner. Well, I don't know if you got an
Yeah,
iPhone, but
no,
on
I ain't got the
iPhones, once
iPhone.
you
That's
turn
why.
your phone sideways, it go to 4K. But those are the best shots on the iPhone when you flip it to the side shot. So don't record your Instagram or shot straight up. Like
So
if
you're
you
saying
trying to get on Instagram, you
you're
record it
not shooting
sideways.
vertical video,
No, no. All my video will be horizontal.
and you don't clip it to fit vertical?
That the format that social media use
Yeah.
is for horizontal. That's why it come out the way it come out in HD.
We gonna have to fact check Jamie. Fuck, I gave him the day
Go
off.
ahead, check it out.
I get.
Look, I was told I did my due diligence, and that's the only way I shoot now, sideways when I'm doing my Instagram post. But you gotta probably have an iPhone, so this might
I'm
not
gonna
be for
make sure that's part of
everybody.
it. I'll make sure that's
Yeah.
part of it. We gonna get our we gonna get our I was gonna say Google, but
I
we
can
ain't using
only
Google.
I yeah, I can only speak on iPhones, but go ahead and pull it up, Google it, get to it.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Yeah. But pretty much, I find for quick content, like for reels and stuff, like you want to film like upright, but then all music videos, yeah, sideways, and you can still post them, and some of them will go like the same, just as well. But in my case, I've had the upright videos go better. I don't know why that would be, but yeah, just But then on Facebook, the sideways music videos, like when they're done properly, they go on better.
I would say
I've
like
even
music
shot
videos, it
on.
makes sense. Like for me, that's exactly what makes sense. But we're about to find out like right now. All right. So come on. I thought it was gonna. It says it's gonna play. It decided not to. It's alright. All right. So
April
yeah,
Fools.
right. Yeah. It's like, yeah, nah, your your internet usage has been destroyed. All right, so it says when horizontal video works best. So YouTube, the 16 by 9 native, Facebook, long form, X, LinkedIn, websites, film short films, where horizontal actually does better. Where it underperforms, sorry, where horizontal underperforms is on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Snapchat. Vertical dominates discovery. So yeah, so okay, so it's talking about vertical dominates discovery. Phones are held vertically by default. Vertical fills the screen. Higher watch times. The algorithm favors formats that maximize attention, and easier one-handed consumption. Horizontal is still the right choice is cinematic look. When you want the cinematic look, when you're publishing long form content, or when you go live on YouTube, websites, embedded players, or when you need wide framing. So they're both right actually, and that's actually I'm
Yeah,
really glad that you brought that up because that's I mean, and I'm just basing it on what
you
ChatGPT say.
you yeah, no, you just informed me of something because what's crazy is when I do go sideways, I use cinematic form most of the time.
I mean
Yeah,
that's what it's
but
for.
cinematic mode, you mean on the iPhone you're talking, or
Uh-huh.
you make it look cinematic in the like field of vision?
Which, and again, like
What
you
he
said,
said?
you make it look cinematic in the field of vision, which is right. I mean, that's exactly right. I mean,
Mm.
there's times to use it and times not to. I'm glad you actually had me look that up because I've always been under the impression, mainly because I was IG heavy, um, it was always vertical. Like it's just vertical because it fills the screen. But again, yo, it's proper. Sometimes go the other
And
way
for
when
me,
it's
that's what I'm saying. Like if you go look on my later on, if you look on my page, my Instagram page,
which can be found at.
my better videos are horizontal. I
All right.
shot a whole video for Mr. Real Z horizontal.
I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna check that out actually after this. Where can they check it out at? Just for the example.
It it's on the Raw Smokes page.
On Instagram, is it at Raw Smokes?
Yeah, on Instagram at Raw Smokes.
Wow,
Raw underscore smokes.
wow.
RAH underscore SMOKES.
And I know Hesh, you've also shot some videos as well. Were you using a camera or were you using an iPhone? Because I know one of them you said that you was
Uh,
using the eye.
just, yeah, everything I've done has just been iPhone due to just budget and just what I've got access to. But like they've all done. well. Like, you know, on Facebook, there's ones with like, you know, well over 500K views and stuff and like that that go great, like Sideways or Portrait. I've had them both react the same sort of,
Okay.
like it just depends on the content. I normally find that it's more about because when people are scrolling, the first thing they're going to do is they look at the top left. So you want to have something like, you know, vibrant around there, like, and position yourself, and then also have, like, you know, if you're doing songs with samples or something like that, have it's almost clickbait essentially. Like, have a song that they already know where they
Yeah.
hear it, and then bang.
Well,
But it's a different
that's how
style.
you done gone and blown up. Like that was a great strategy. Using the not covers but the remixes, like to be able to do that.
Pretty much.
That was a great way to do it because people are familiar with it and they automatically go, hey, I like that song. Oh shit, there's a new verse I haven't heard on it.
Yeah, that's right. And pretty much it's more like, I'm not saying like content over quality as such, but like it's still better just to have consistent content, even if you can't get that quality 100% of the time. You know, like every 3 days post a video, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something, and then have the weekend off, and then something like that, and that's how you get into the algorithm. Watching so.
And I've seen you grow. Like just in the time we've communicated. Like I've sat there and watched your status grow. Like the amount of fans and everything. It's actually really it was really fun to watch.
Well, I think I had like 5K listeners or something when we met, bro, and then it's just skyrocketed from there.
Yeah, I mean, we're last look you got, where you at?
I think I'm around 25 or 26K now on Spotify.
Yeah, the monthly listeners is where it's at. That's where it's at.
Listen,
Yeah.
let me ask y'all a question.
What you got?
Let me ask y'all a question, right? So, do y'all know anything about to help you get on your algorithm? Do you know that if you preload your content, it helps it hit the algorithm more? So if I set a video up tonight to be released on Instagram, Facebook tomorrow, you could do it for a week in advance. You could do it for a month in advance. But
If
when
you
you
do it through,
preload your
if you do it through the platform, yes, that's the only way. Because some like people use Buffer or they use different apps to do it with.
no,
Those
you
other
got to
apps
use
don't
it
do
through
it.
the platform.
Got to.
Yeah. You got to go
That,
through the platform. But that
that's
help you get on
interesting.
the
I haven't heard
algorithm
that.
also.
What was it? What was it, Hesh?
Say it again.
Oh, sorry, that's really interesting. I haven't heard of that one.
I
So
mean, there's
thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
all time. I mean, definitely thanks for sharing because and that's what we're trying to do is just give people tips and tricks that will help them get further faster. Like that's always the goal because there's no. Some people are saying it's competition now. Like they see this as a competition, but with what was it? The newest number came out like a couple days ago. It was 108,000 songs a day are put up on streaming platforms now. So
That's you know what? It's crazy. Like, let me just say
That's
this while we
ridiculous.
on here, right? When you say it's a competition, right? And I'm not going to use exact numbers. If you're smart enough, put it together, right? But say you got a billion people in the world, right? You one artist. If you one artist and you get 15 people out of that billion people to consistently listen to your music and buy your merch, that's your fan base. So no matter what genre artist is in, no matter what music they in, it's a fan base for every type of artist, every type of music. Your fan base doesn't have to be the world. Your fan base could be five loyal people that's listening to you and investing in you as an artist.
yes,
So I
And
hate for people to say, the negative shit about. I don't really, me as a label, me as artist development, I don't look at the artist's music. I look at the person. I don't want to judge their music. And I'm not gonna lie to you, there's a lot of shit I don't like, a lot of shit I won't listen to. But I'm not there to tell an artist that if you believe in yourself and you invest in yourself, I'm gonna try to help you push you where you need to go.
yeah,
That's
that's
just
great.
plain and simple for me.
And that's how it should be, honestly. I mean,
yeah,
there's nothing wrong with every, like you said, there's a and I've quoted it quite a few times with Immortal Technique talking about there's a market for pet psychology, there's a market for what chocolate covered roaches, river dancing, but you're gonna tell me there isn't a market or a niche market for what you do? Of course there is. Of course there is.
Right.
It's not a
Right.
competition, and all these people that are, they're sad about the fact that there's that many songs coming out every single day. It doesn't even matter because what that a lot of those songs are AI for one, for two, which they're not going to put money behind AI. Like, yeah, they'll put out a shit ton of songs every single day. Like, they're going to go ahead and just every 2 weeks there's as much music put onto the streaming platforms as there is on them currently. So in 2 weeks there'll be twice as much, and then 2 weeks from then twice as much because of what AI has actually done with people just making it, putting it on there. They're not putting money behind it, so don't worry about AI taking your job right now. Um, they do have some fire songs. I'm not gonna lie, um, but the other part goes to that is that if you're gonna do this, like you do this already, like if you're just starting out, like you're gonna learn all the tips, the tricks, the ability to get into a market and actually push this stuff out. But if you've been doing it a while, you already know how to do these things that those people that are just starting out or like just putting their AI on there, they don't know how to do any of that because they're not going to spend the time that it takes to learn how to do that. And then the connections.
Right.
So
Yeah.
so it's not,
Well said.
it don't matter whose music. Like everybody's got a spot and they got a place in the market. And like you said, 15. If you have 50 fans that are actually following you and actually supporting you, you have yourself an actual. You can make money off of music and stop the 9 to 5. I mean, 50 people that are willing to spend with you every single monthly when you put stuff out. Like if you're putting stuff out monthly. Um,
Buying your buying your merch.
mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So.
That's, yeah.
As both of y'all already know, or all three of y'all, because all three of y'all do merch. Monster was making merch as well. Was you not? I'm pretty sure he was. Making merch, like he was actually doing the production himself, which I thought was that's a hard way to go about it, but it is a way to go about it where you're making way more profit off of each piece.
Cutting the middleman out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
there's a million ways to go about it. I mean, both of y'all used manufacturers or local producers, um, or not local producers, and the variance. It's just you got to find the right deal for you and what's going to work with you. But keep working on it. Like just because you get a deal like with merch, try and find something else that might work too. Because if that lane closes up, you better have another place to go to get your stuff. But I guess that we're kind of getting off the shooting um, side here. So let's see. I just want to throw it back out here. Yeah, so $0. Like you don't have to have a big budget either. That is the other part. It doesn't cost $1 million to shoot content and get it out there. Like yes, it does help to have high production value, but like I said, like if you don't have a tripod, man, get a book, stack it up, use it, cause like steady is steady. That's what it says. Like steady is steady, and having your phone at this angle every single time, like you're gonna run into it shaking and doing all that stuff around. Lighting, if you don't have lighting like sufficient, then go outside. Like it's already a better backdrop, so go outside, use the sun. It actually, it is out there,
Yeah.
y'all.
Natural lighting is the best lighting.
Yes, absolutely. You don't got to worry about weird angles. Like it's on this side of you, so this side of your face is shadowed. Like and then like so something that T.O. the Stat had always just I found it funny when I listened to him, and he'll be riding in the car, we're talking on the phone or something, and he'll drive by an alleyway, and he'll be like, "Hey, hold on, man," and he's literally he's about to get out his he's gonna go park, he's gonna get out of his car, he's gonna go to that alleyway, he's gonna set his phone wherever or use his tripod now, and then just like rap that song, like whatever thing he's got coming up, he just raps that, or he might do 2 or 3 songs if he wants to, and just so he has that content that he can cut into other things. And that's what you can do literally on your drives, walks, whatever it is you do getting out of the house. Look what would be an interesting backdrop that's not your bedroom. um,
Yeah. Most of the biggest videos in Australia that like I've grown up looking up to, like have just been like 2 or 3 take, like one takes of people just walking through a street and shit like that. Like doesn't have to be crazy like editing and everything to make yourself look cool and stuff. You just like you can be simple and just get the job done and still go like just as crazy.
and keep going. That's the other part. Like you're gonna
Yeah.
spend a year, working on a video or a movie like myself, and not just keep moving. Like, so, being able to get it quickly and efficiently gives you that. They're like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna film. How much content I gotta do. I got a content calendar and I'm not even anywhere near to that. Well, it's because you're overthinking it and you're overproducing it most likely. I mean, it's great to have large production value if you can afford the time. But
Like, I went out last night and in 20 minutes,
I'm gonna
like,
tell
I
you.
got 4 or 5 different reels, like, ready to post, for the next month.
so
Like,
I'm
the
saying,
song,
see, 20 minutes done.
It was
Remix, remix,
one
remix.
shot in my one shot in my
I'm gonna.
room, and then I filmed shots on the way to the pub and the way home from the pub. You know,
What
it
else
was
you
good.
want? Should have got some at the pub
Yeah,
though.
like,
Hey,
you know,
let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you a big key to the shooting content, and this is making videos. But I learned that it's not just sticking to videos. And it saves a lot. If you got a treatment for whatever content you trying to put out, and what I mean by treatment, because I had to learn what treatment was before I started, really on and learning what I was talking about. But so if you shoot a video, treatment for the video is basically itinerary of the video. You know what I mean? The locations, how many locations, the time from one location to the other location, how many different outfits the artist gonna put on, the different scenes. This is a treatment. Once you get your treatment down, your treatment helps with everything. It helps save time. It helps save just a bunch of headache. You know what I mean? You stick to the itinerary, and that's how you get a lot of content done. And I'm
Itinerary
saying
is a
that
better
too. Like I
word.
said, the content house. Yes, 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 yes. So you stick to the itinerary, and no, but I mean,
It is
you
the
said it's a
treatment. It
better
is the
word, but if
treatment.
you,
But the reason I say that is for people that
I
don't
would
know. When you say
right,
treatment,
right.
it's
So
harder
that's
to,
why I use
yeah,
both too.
yeah, interchangeable.
No, no, but that's why I broke it down too what a treatment was because you also need to know the lingo if you're in the business because you can't go to somebody and be like, what's the itinerary? No, I need a treatment for a video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's content. So you got to know the lingo into it too. But I'm just saying all of that to say this. Basically having it mapped out and knowing what you want to do days ahead of time, whether it's from wardrobe to sceneries to how many cameramen you need. On top of you might need extras, the perks, like all of that. Just keep everybody on time and in the same spots, and at the next shoot for the next time. So
And that's the
when you
advanced.
are shooting
That's the
always have
content,
advanced
try
lesson
to.
right
that
there.
built
That was the
out ready to
advanced.
go with your ideas.
Say it again, Hesh.
Sorry,
You said that was the advance.
always have your notes app ready to go with your ideas and just ready to go, bang bang, thinking in front of time.
Yeah, and just knock it out because it really. I mean, honestly, like it can be as simple as just walking through wherever you're, that location that you scouted out, or it could be as complex as you'd like it to be, as artistic as you'd like it to be. But it's going to take more time, which is fine, which is actually good. But it's getting people to do it. I feel like getting people to do it initially is the hardest part because once they start shooting and getting used to being on camera, editing a little bit, then it becomes more natural. They're like, okay, let me try something different. Let me like try this, and like they start becoming aware. But until then, like most artists that I know, they just stick to the in the bedroom, straight on shot. It's a performance
Yeah,
video
well,
or.
I think it's levels to it. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
when the artist first starting out, and we go back into the cell phone, videos for artists starting out is ideal. Like you in your
Yep.
bedroom, you outside walking, you can shoot a quick run and gun. But once you start getting notoriety and you want to do more and you taking your artistry more serious, then you're gonna want to step your game up a little bit more. You're gonna want to go into the bigger studios and use bigger cameras. So like yeah, it's just again up to the individual and what they really trying to get out of what they putting in.
Yeah, I 100%.
Yeah,
I believe in
and
that
it
100%.
just comes just comes to profit versus loss as well. Like, like, if you want to make money off it, you've got to, like,
You've got to grow it.
be like,
Absolutely,
that's especially because
absolutely,
even I'm shooting on iPhone now. I'm sure one day I won't be. Like, it's just a matter of time. But yeah, it comes.
When it makes sense to you, and that's the other thing. Like you might have artists that are still like in an upper. I'm not gonna say the highest tier, but in the medium tier, where they're still using their phone on most of their content, just because they are used to shooting it themselves. Like especially in the newer generation, it's primarily done just that way.
I,
because
gu-
of
I
how
guarantee
simple.
you, Chris, I guarantee you, it's either a budget reason or any artist that's doing something. They want to go to a professional studio and get a better camera. I mean, especially if they in tune with their craft. Like, I get what you're saying, but if I had a choice to use my phone or be able to go into a studio, I'm gonna choose the studio 1,000
Absolutely.
times. So
Mm.
artists do what they need to do to get it out there, and I'm telling you that because I've done it. Now, I mean, before I was able to go to a studio and spend $2,000, or I was able to call a cameraman and he'd come out and shoot it for $150. So you use what's in your hands. You know what I mean?
And keep
And
networking.
again, I'm not knocking it,
No, that's
but
it.
the
That's
more
it.
you
You're right.
grow your brand,
Yeah.
the more you grow your brand, the more professional you're gonna want to be. So any artist, you could be you can be, and this artist that's probably mainstream still shooting videos on their cameras. Again, I'm not knocking it. It's certain things you can do, and certain times you can do it. But mainly, when you say it's a midway artist and he's using his camera, yeah, he is, but it's because of a budget issue.
Yes.
It's not because he don't want a camera.
Absolutely. No, I agree 100% with everything that you said actually. And it's because it's to do with when I say that it's to say that I I'm really focused on the beginning because people that have done this or and that are doing this, they're probably not going to be you know taking these same things. Like yeah, there might be some some tips and tricks in here that are going to help them as well, but also I mean mainly it's getting people to do it. And the mid tier artists, even though like you said, maybe some of the mainstream are doing it, but time and place appropriate is always key, no matter what you're doing. But we're like in the series like what we're doing like last week we went over trademark, copyright, and brand archetypes to get people to understand what their brand is, and then to be able to protect their IP, like their intellectual property. And then this one is the shooting content. Next week we're actually going to show how to um, market the video properly, like how to market yourself properly, really, from PR to what actually like what the organic versus paid looks like. And
Right.
so and it's just step by step like getting people to understand it like yourself and people that have been doing it, they already know these things. This isn't anything new to them, but it is gonna, I mean there, I still feel like there's gonna be valuable information in it, especially with people that actually have knowledge and experience in the business. That's why I like having the groups, is because it really does make a difference in the opinion, because otherwise it's just me. I wouldn't even have gone, I would have not have looked up if it was horizontal versus vertical if not for that, because literally I've always done vertical, always. So
No, well, I agree that this is what these meetings is about. You know what I mean? Getting the information out there.
yeah,
So that's a beautiful thing. I wish these was around when I first started off because I went through it.
that's why I'm
So
doing it. That's why I'm doing it. Because man, if this shit was around,
listen,
I could have saved years of my life.
but you still gonna have the people that hear it and don't even listen. Like, is in one
Oh
ear
yeah.
and out the other. That's not our concern. But like I said, if we can give somebody a piece of information to help them along with something, my job done.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, yes, yeah, triple agreed. And I'll say that too. Like it's that shit right there. That to me, it feels like artists are gonna get as far as they want to. I've given people the recipe a million times over, and I honestly got that's where this series was inspired from. Is and the whole own lane thing is because I honestly don't have enough time to give every single artist this amount of attention and this amount of information over and over and over again because I just felt like I was repeating myself. I'll give them the recipe and ain't nobody cook. So
That's so
And
draining,
you
man.
know, truth be
Sorry.
told, artists don't even want the recipe. Most of these artists want to be famous in a little area that they in. They got so much potential, but man, that's a whole nother
hmm
meeting.
yeah, because that's what we're
Yeah,
gonna talk
your
about that actually,
hometown.
networking. Go ahead, Dash. What'd you say?
Oh, sorry. Your hometown's going to be the place to love you last, is what I've found out.
That's
Pretty
typically it,
much.
unless you're
Like,
Absolutely.
getting out
you know what
live.
I mean? Like,
If you're getting out live, that's
like
got to be the case,
Absolutely.
right?
yeah,
Huh?
I've traveled across the country and like had sold out shows there, but then fucking like like everyone here just sits on the same time that went to school, and fucking like they've got like it's, oh, you think you're music get a job, you know. But fucking
Your home,
like
your home,
having fun.
your, your hometown don't accept you to the rest of the world love you. Then they want to claim
Yep,
you.
that's exactly right.
every damn time.
Yeah,
So like, all right. So what
that's it.
if you guys can't go out? Like, I do want to say that if you can't go out, you can't get out of the house for whatever reason. If it's snowstorm or blizzard like it is where Moss is at right now, go ahead use. I mean, I would
Woo woo
personally
woo.
I would be using that out there because that's pretty good backdrop. But you know, if you got to stay inside, like use the harsh shadows from a lamp. Like actually make it look. It depends on what your mood is that you're going for, but use the lighting in your house and actually change it up and focus on making it interesting. Like your room can be interesting if you do something interesting in it. Just not having that just lame backdrop. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Um, Now, what about angles? So this is a debating one, which is like so a lot of people I see a lot of people, and you might know them, Raw, doing videos from the downward angle where it's a low angle up, and that's one of the least flattering videos angles in my opinion that you can do.
Yep, very much so. I reckon the best is kind of like 30 degrees. So
Oh,
say the
what degrees?
microphone's facing straight 30 degrees from the microphone if you're filming yourself. So you get the mic on your lips, but you don't get the whole face, but full side of the body, and makes you look good, makes you look fucking skinnier, and yeah, that's where I find.
I think that's actually a um, pretty smart thing to do is to actually have it. So you said a 30 degree, like just a slight angle up. You're saying like a lifted angle.
Sideways and a little bit up
Oh,
or
oh,
down, depending on
the
what you
Dutch
want,
tilt.
So,
or
Yeah, that's the Dutch
with the
tilt.
beat up and down, but to the
s-
side a little bit if you're
Hmm.
filming like mic content. But if you're filming music video content, then you want to be like phone side, like sideways with, and you want to pretty much just keep like the upper half of your body and to the top of your face in like close,
Hmm.
and that
We're
and
gonna
that
talk about
allows
that
for
too.
transitions being smooth and stuff, and hand movements being in the same area and stuff when you cut
See,
everything.
that's so crucial. That's the other part. Like the
so
area
wait,
of focus should
are
be.
you talking about? I'm kind of, excuse me, I'm kind
Yeah,
of lost. But are you talking about the cameraman coming from a downward angle up?
he's talking about
Yeah.
from
So
take the
yeah,
phone and go
essentially
like
a
that.
little bit sideways. Like if you're filming just a shot for Instagram, like a portrait shot, like or whatever, and you want to film yourself rapping to a microphone, film from like a 30-degree angle from being straight on toward it, sort of thing. So that way it gets the like some of your lips, so they can see that you're rapping and they see what you're saying, but it hides as well in case you fuck up slightly. And it just positions your body, makes you look a bit skinnier, like they get the side of you rather than the full front, broad shoulders, and that fills the whole screen rather than that you fit in half the screen and have the backdrop as the other half, which catches the attention.
Yeah, which is like so he's talking about the Dutch tilt right here is the fourth option, which is the where it's like you said, like taking the phone and just going just slight twist at it. So you got the diagonal, and that is a style. It's like it says, it's edgy and chaotic, because you're not used to seeing that angle, which it just depends on what your brand voice is like and how you're coming at it. Because like some people they want to be wide. They want to actually show the full chest and everything because that's what they're doing. They're talking with their chest out.
Yeah,
So like
yeah, that's right. Yeah, true. Like if
so
you're gonna
it's
show it
very
off in
it
front of
definitely
something and
matters
that,
like,
yeah,
but
you
with your
want to do
videos like you
that.
said you do a lot of freestyle videos, you do a lot of behind the scenes and like
Yeah,
live performance videos.
like a music video, like I was saying though, like you want to get pretty much a, about I'd say you could get up to 60 centimeters from the camera being, if it's not a fisheye. If it's a fisheye, you can get even closer, and you'd still have a good looking shot, even if it cuts out most of it and only gets you lips, but then it zooms back out and you can fucking, yeah, it's just all about knowing where to position yourself to make yourself
Yeah,
look good on when we take it
Agreed.
and
it's
working with
crazy
the
he
camera.
just said that. It's crazy he just said that. I told you when you shoot from the iPhone, you turn it sideways and you put it on 60 centimeters. On the 60
Oh, that's what
centimeters,
it
that's the
is.
best shot.
It's 60
I
centimeters when you
know.
said
I
60.
thought you were talking about frames per second.
That's what I thought. I thought they were
Yeah.
frames per second, like the FPS.
All right, say it one more time.
I thought the 60 and the 30 was like frames per second. That was just my like when you said the numbers because I don't have an iPhone. I'm a Android Samsung all day.
Um, you, you know what? I don't know. I'm not gonna say, but
I,
I don't
I
know if
think
it's per second, but I think you can. I think you can. You know, on the iPhone, you can switch to the frame, different frames.
yeah. So if you're on cinematic mode, goes 1 times and then 3 times zoom. I always find it's best to be on 1 time zoom, but get yourself up nice close to the camera, and it just makes it even better for when you're making transitions in your video as well. Like and hand movements, trying to match it up. You know, you stay there, and then you don't have to move around each video side to side to get it to you to be in the middle of the clip all the time. You know, in every cut and
But
stuff
you,
like that.
but you talking about in cinematic. Yo,
Yeah,
Yeah. So I use Cinematic on my iPhone. Just because it's the
yeah. All
13
right.
Pro. I don't have the latest
So,
one.
so when you just turn it around and flip it and just use it in regular video mode, you
Yep.
got the
Yep.
30 centimeters and the 60 centimeters on the
Yep.
side.
I know what you mean. Yep.
and that's what it is.
Yep.
So
Centimeters.
I've
See,
that's
got.
I'm
that.
I'm American, man. I don't measure shit in centimeters. Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I understand where you're talking
but
about. Yeah.
using the
Yeah. Yeah.
camera on the phone is kind of different. I really didn't understand that until I was taught what it was, and
Yep.
that's what made my videos 1,000. And it turns it into 4K or 5K, whatever it is now. But it turned it into the highest pixel, so it's like a laser sharp video.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
I mean that's just
Yep.
knowing your
It's
equipment
like
and knowing how to do it, right?
yeah, and
Which
and even
It,
if you've got to film yourself with a tripod, just know where you're going to be on that screen at all times. You know, if you're filming a few takes, just like keep yourself in the same spot. Don't move over willy nilly or something, and that'll make seamless cuts and make your job way easier. And also, look,
that's
and,
just like with
and it's
mixing. Same thing with mixing. If you take
and
more
it's
than one
and
take,
it's
yep,
make sure
just
you're
a
in the same
zoom though.
spot.
It's just it's just a zoom though. Like you just in or out.
Yeah.
And the
yep,
closer you get in,
exactly.
is more of a. That's all it
It
really
looks
is.
way
Like
better once you're up. With iPhone, you want to be nice and close when it's sideways. Yeah, you can make it wicked looking quick.
And that's where
you
we
can catch you. So, and another thing why it worked for me. So when you turn it sideways and you put it on the 60, it brings it out. You capture the room. So dealing with two artists performing at the same time, them both moving, you get to still keep them in the same frame on that. You
Yep.
couldn't really do that. You know what I'm saying? So like I
Yep.
said, is for me, it worked out better.
Yeah,
and
yeah, it definitely. If there's two artists or whatever, like normally or like a crowd, like that's always music video type stuff, like um, where you film sideways. Whereas like I find a lot of the time I'm filming by myself and like so I film portrait and that's what I find a lot of the artists like in Australia like that are blowing up. They're all in portrait mode and just that film themselves add a little bit of an effect and then the words down the bottom, and that's the recipe pretty much.
that's exactly what we're going into. It's funny. You guys are the perfect people to have on this actually because it's the, literally all the stuff that we go through here, like right in the next two slides, is exactly what you guys have already said, which is like, all right, so like getting people to understand getting artists to understand the angles. I got a little angle test here. So like, put it in selfie mode. Everybody knows how to do that shit. And then film the three different angles for 3 seconds. Like that's the homework right now, just to be able to do that, so that they understand what it looks like from those different angles, and then watch it back and see how it feels. Because that's how you get to know how you look and what from what angle, and then just apply that to the concept that you have, like whatever the creative concept of the video is. Um, Now, do y'all know where to put your face? I know y'all do, but do you know where to put your face? What they say to where to put your face at?
In the
Um,
center.
like probably looking at birds, but yeah. Other than that, I don't know what they tell you because I've never been taught. I've just done it.
Just
Like
do
I
it.
grew up filming. I
Cinemax.
grew up filming skate videos and shit. Like my whole life, that's what I learned to film.
The center. It is It's literally those two things. It's section your screen into thirds, both vertically and horizontally, and your face or the attention point is supposed to be in that square in the center. So the and then also, um, but they do have different things. It says the rule of third, so that's the different ways, or the top, bottom, and top, middle, bottom, and also the left, center, and right, and then you know there's different ways to go about that because like he said, the center for impact, using direct eye contact and going, like being direct with them, that is one way of doing it. But people, what people have, you maybe you guys have noticed, but like a lot of videos now are from the side where they're not even paying attention to the camera, they're doing something else. Even if they're rapping the song,
Yeah.
they're doing it from
Yeah.
another way because people are tired of getting sold to directly, because every time somebody looks at the camera now, that's what they're doing, is selling to you. Like in one way or another, like uh, so it doesn't feel as natural. So people like being voyeurs. That's what social media is evidently all about. So they want to see what you look like doing that thing, not like you are purposely doing this thing. So there is the like you mentioned earlier, Hesh, the off-frame tease where you're doing the half face and the silhouette type look, just a little bit in front so you can see this portion of the face.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's, I mean, no face, no problems. Hands only, silhouette, gritty underground. Like, so if you're like,
Yeah.
I told it, I said, do the B-roll. Like, whatever location you're at, do a B-roll of your hands, or if you got a GoPro, or use the same damn phone. Like, just hands, something, or your environment, something else, because that makes
Hey,
great
listen,
B-roll.
and I mean, I don't mean to cut you
No,
off,
go
but
ahead,
you
go
missed
ahead.
the gimbal because the gimbal is a great tool. A gimbal is a great tool for self-recording, and you got to keep in mind all technology. Like when you open your phone, you got to have your face in the mask so it catch your eyes. The gimbal, it works off your face. You could be hands-free, but it follows your eyes. So wherever you go, up or down. So that's just basically it. Same format for recording and content.
Yep, you're 100% right. We actually do go over a little list of the things that they need to be familiar with, which is the equipment, and that's, as you, like I said, as you grow in levels, because like the gimbal, I think it's important. Are most people going to use it like to begin with? I mean, they should, but they're probably not. They're probably going to use either their hands or their selfie stick. Like they're going to use something that is probably not a gimbal, because gimbal. How much is the cheapest gimbal you know of? That's good.
Fucking expensive. Expensive. I've been looking to buy one. But that's the thing.
No,
Another thing
The
no,
with
good
my
ones
no,
iPhone.
are.
no. Wait. When you say expensive, what's expensive? Because everybody, you know
Uh,
what I mean,
for
different.
me,
So
like $700, like Australian.
So
no,
that's,
not
yeah,
at
for his,
no.
well,
You
it's
can get
Australian,
gimbal.
so 1.5 times.
Yeah. All right. I forgot.
So
Yeah,
like
yeah. So
like
Yeah,
we
400.
over
it's
here. You can get a
probably
gimbal
like
for
four
60
four fifty.
$70.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay, yeah. Fuck, I should
How
move
much?
to the
Over
US.
here, 60 $70. You can get a gimbal
You can
over
get a
here.
decent gimbal for 60, 70. It's decent. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you know,
look. So I say that to say this. If you're an artist and you go into the studio investing in yourself, so number one, you ain't using YouTube beats because you're trying to do this to make money. You buying beats, you buying studio time, you paying for videos. And what we just now did, you say most artists probably don't. I'm not looking for the ones who don't. I'm looking for the artists who said, damn, they just said get a gimbal and it might help my videos be better or this, that, and the third. Our job is
100%.
done.
If
You
I,
know what I mean?
yeah,
So
if I could have
end of the
one,
day,
I'd have one,
yeah,
bro.
that's exactly it.
if
Some
I
artists
was
are
if
not
I was
spending it.
given this information, if I was given this information at the beginning, I would have started off there. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
So
absolutely. If I would have known the things that I know, and some of the tips and tricks and the ways to get around
right,
and actually move and
right.
set yourself apart from the rest. I mean, I definitely would have done it from the beginning, but again, it just took trial and error. The same way that probably you learn how to edit video, the same way you learn how to shoot video or to do any skill, which is
And
just doing it. Do it, do it, do it.
Mm. I learned
and
I had
most
a
people go.
sorry,
What was that, Hesh?
you go. Oh, sorry. I learned I had a GoPro with like a gimbal mount kind of thing, and like you film on the skateboard as you're riding, so I can film your mates. Get up nice and close to the fisheye and get all the right angles. That's what I grew up doing. Like for years, you know. So yeah, it's just like to buy an iPhone gimbal or a camera gimbal or something. Yeah, I haven't just got around to that yet. I've got other steps that I
Might need to buy it American and then we ship it over to you, man.
Yeah, bro. I was
yo, it's
thinking about that.
crazy. Hey, I was just thinking that Chris when he said that shit cost $700. I was just saying like, damn, bro, you got to start calling us for what you need over here. Like,
When you just
shit
said
is
it in
Yeah, bro.
reverse, I was
crazy,
like, we
bro.
need to start shipping gimbals.
I might,
Bro, you
you
know
know,
what's
I
crazy
might
though?
get you to find me an Apollo Twin X or something at some point, Chris.
I'm ready, man. That's I'm telling you,
Hey,
I ain't buying one over there for
hey,
damn sure.
Chris, you know what's crazy? I tried to send Johnny an iPhone to Colombia. They wouldn't even let the iPhone go to Colombia, bro.
What?
They would not let me send no iPhones to Colombia. I had to send it to somebody in New York that was going over there, and they took it to him, but I couldn't send him an iPhone. So that's probably different ways on how they separate different shit they do. Like the price difference is $700 for a fucking gimbal. Now we fuck around and try to send a gimbal to them. They fuck around and be like, you can't send this over there.
Yeah,
So
we
Oh,
got
they
you
won't do
control of
know,
that
that.
market.
Nah, they're pretty sweet like that. Like the shit we can get in. Like Australia is pretty black,
But they're trying to.
which is
He's
good.
saying on
no,
an
no, no.
economic. They got economic blocks on certain items, which iPhones are a
Ah,
little
yeah,
bit different because they are technology and technology is regulated. Um,
yeah,
but I will say that that's actually a whole market. That's a whole other business class too. But it's if you ever heard of everybody knows the gray market, or I'm sorry, the black market. There's also a gray market where it's not illegal. It's just, I don't know if that's legal. It is. Like this kid. So over here, I don't know how much y'all pay for textbooks over there, Hesh, but like over here, you can spend $300-400 on a textbook, and it's a
yeah,
regular ass book. And over in like the kid was from I want to say like Ukraine or somewhere in that area, and it was like $30. So he went and bought all that he possibly could in like a storage container style, like a shipping
yeah,
container, and shipped those over here, and just I mean hand over fist money. They tried to actually sue him for it, the company,
yeah, right.
the printer, but they can't because what I bought them. I bought them. I own them. I'm just bringing them over
Yeah,
here, which is not illegal. And they
it's
were
no
pretty pissed
different
about
to
it.
just drop shipping. Like, yeah, buy cheap items and then fucking selling it
Yes,
expensive.
absolutely. But that's where
Really?
you get to. But he was coming over here and selling it for like $100. Like that's like
Yeah.
3 and 4 times less than them. But he was making money hand over fist, like just in numbers.
what
Uh
it
huh.
is regular, and that's what the
It's because
problem
the
was.
actual company are then missing out on their profit or whatever, so they get sued. Like they want to sue him,
Yep, and they wanted to,
but
but
it's the same
he
product.
won.
Yeah, it's no
the
different. We've
problem
got
is always regulations.
Yep,
If they can't regulate it, it's a problem for them.
yep.
If they can't make it, if they can't tax you for it, it's a problem for them.
yep.
So
Like
there's
that's
cheat
We have
codes.
the
basically what that
tobacco
shit
wars
boiled
going
down
on
to.
over here.
There's cheat
We've
codes
got the
for it.
tobacco wars going on
Oh
over
really?
here, and like the tax. So the tax is terrible. So we have to pay for like a 30 gram pouch is like $130 roughly.
Dollars or
But
like
then
U.S. or 80?
like US dollars. So yeah. But
What he say,
fucking yeah,
Chris?
100. So
tobacco. Like, the tax,
30 gram pouch of tobacco is 100.
and
What?
that's the cheapest.
That's what?
About 130, 129 something.
129 bucks.
But they have all these shops opening up that sell like the chop shop, like illegally grown. Well, not illegally grown. It's fucking healthily grown. But yeah, like they just had like they raided all 6 shops over the
They did
week,
the same
and
thing
like
here.
they're all
That's hilarious. They did the same thing over
yeah,
here in
like
America. Where did you, Rod? Did y'all see the shops that were popping up everywhere? That was like roll your own, and pretty much they was like, what kind of cigarette you want? You want? I mean, I only
I
smoke
think so.
quartz.
Yeah. That's kind of what we got. We still could get like all the Marlboros and all. So like, yeah, like with all the good old packaging. I don't know what if you guys still get like the packaging and shit, or it just has like lung cancer warnings. But
They didn't.
Australian cigarette,
They,
Australian cigarette packaging is fucking. It pretty much just has a person with like a missing eyeball or something on it, saying this will be you when
yeah,
Hey,
y'all
yo,
have.
that's crazy. They supposed to
yeah,
brought them
propaganda
packs over
like
here.
that.
Like they show the
Yeah,
side
so you guys
effects and
just get
shit.
all like
They don't
yeah.
show. Yeah, we don't show side effect. We got a little white box with some may cause light birth weights. Let me get a pack of them because I don't want the cancer
Hey,
ones.
Yeah.
Chris, they just had some shit though about that. Like
This is
I
that's
think the government or somebody was taking the cigarette company to court for the warning. Let me see. Yo, y'all, his boxes, all of y'all, so small, and then I could barely hear him.
Yeah, he's going in and out. So the good thing about Riverside that I really like is that it's recording the audio on his side, so that when I actually upload it, it'll be clear.
sweet.
Okay.
Sorry about that. My internet's dodgy, eh?
But that's what I
No,
mean.
you
It's
good, bro.
international conversation.
Yeah, you good. I guess it's all of us on here plus your accent and then your internet. So it's good. But I'm just
Yeah,
trying to.
you wouldn't be used
I
to
got
the
the earpiece
accent.
in string.
Nah, ain't
Ah,
no.
Yeah,
yeah.
I got
You
it.
don't hear
But I'm
that one.
trying.
You hear Crocodile Dundee and Steve Irwin. That's pretty much the only
Yeah.
Aussies that we.
Shrimp on
Yeah,
the
mate.
barbie. Fucking yeah.
A dingo ate my baby.
Oh, oh, you know that one.
That's the only like. That's one of the
Oh,
famous ones right there. A dingo ate my
oh
baby. It
no.
did.
Well, it's true.
Hey, yo, how much longer is your? How much
Is
longer
it?
the recording?
Oh, dude, it's fucking. We can. I mean, pretty much. I'm editing out. Any of the non. But let me see. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So 4 more slides.
Go.
4. Right. Yeah.
All right, let's
Let's
knock
run
them
through it.
out.
Yeah. Let's run through it. All right. So. All right. So. One of the other things is like text on screen. So like trying to keep it clean, but actually have meaning to it. Make it punchy. So like big words, bold, 3 to 5 max. The font, if you have a choice of font, Oswald and Bebas was the best ones, but I mean that's if you have a choice. Normally it's just like what it looks like. Um, the bottom third, so like don't block your face or your content or your art. Like the lower third is pretty much like no man's land. The lower third of the screen, it can be at the top part of that, your text can, but like nothing else that is supposed to mean something, like logos, things like that. Make sure to use your high contrast. So like gold on black looks really good. White on black looks really good. Or yeah, black on white. Sorry. And so like and then timing for words like 2 to 3 seconds max. Like just let them sit there and then go away, because it really does get annoying when it's over the video. And then call to action. Like every single time there should be some type of text that has a call to action. Like your all this stuff for like the content and everything else, it's for a purpose. It's for growing your fan base and telling them what you need them to do. I want you to link in bio. I want you to tag the at Shadowworks Entertainment. Like do something. Like tell them to actually get accomplish something. Now, um, yeah, one video tailored per platform. So just and this isn't any time period, but me personally, like I don't know. We'll talk about content calendar another day. But TikToks, anywhere between 15 and 60 seconds. Those are the averages. I say there's a magic number, and it's 22 seconds. But everybody's got their own opinion on that. Fast cuts for TikTok. Use your trends if you got them. Like if you actually try to jump on that train, then do. Or if you got remixes, great place for them. Great place to grow. Um, then you got Instagram Reels, so like 90 seconds depending on what it is. I mean, still like on stories, I'm not sitting on somebody's story for 30 to 90 seconds. I'm just not. But you can use it for storytelling. Like if you're doing something interesting, like you go to the pub and you with the boys, yeah, do that. Shorts wise, yeah, definitely want to. You're teasing for your longer content. If you have long content, YouTube Shorts is amazing. But do keep it under 60 seconds. With all of them, keep it under 60. X. Does anybody use X for like promo reasons?
That's the new porn hub. That's the only
Yeah,
way now.
Yep, pretty much.
I've never been on it honestly.
It's X, XX. Um,
Everybody use X.
I'm saying, but not for they ain't looking for they is not looking for your music. But Canvas. So yeah, I don't really like Spotify, but if you're using it, do use their Canvas feature. 8-second loop, so that you have something in the background of all of your songs. There's no reason not to have that, just because it does draw attention. The next one here, yeah, like I said, the bottom graveyard. So like it does get buried. Everything that's at that bottom third down there, that doesn't look like a third though when I did this PowerPoint. pretty much just it's no man's land. There's nobody looking down there. A lot of things will cut it off too. So just make sure that you guys the bottom 20% of your screen you're not really using. It sticks to the 80-20 rule. Make sure that your text, logos, call to actions they're not under that line. And then let's see, last one. Blah. All right, so yep, test it. Preview the draft with an actual with the app open. Just because the UI can sometimes do weird shit. Like you'll see stuff across your face, or it'll cut off part of your logo, whatever it is. Just make sure it's stick to that center third if you can for anything you want attention on. All right, so what you locked in tonight is we talked about the vertical versus horizontal, when to use it. Definitely go back and play that because I know I will. We went over the angles, we went over the face and where to put your face in the thirds. Talked about text, location and scouting, save zones for your content and your font, platforms and how they work. So pretty much, other than that, like I do want to give you guys some homework. Not necessarily y'all, because y'all are going to do it anyway. But yeah, film your 3 templates. Do a 10-second hook, like grab the attention. 30-second behind the scenes, so show the process. And 15-second art drops, like show the work, like show exactly what it is that you're doing. Choose one new location, like just one, and figure out where you want to be. Add text overlays, like include your elevator pitch, like from last week or last lesson. What I told them, and maybe you guys know how to do that, but it's a 10-second, 30-second, and 60-second elevator pitches. You should be able to express your brand in a very short period of time, and the elevator pitches is what we worked on last week. Post at your local time, 7 to 9 o'clock. That tends to be the highest times. Y'all agree?
Yeah, roughly. I'm finding about lunchtime now is a good time because it gets it ready for the algorithm the next day. So it's kind of like it's almost like an upside down gong if you think of it that way, and like that. So it's like if you get it in around lunchtime, people hit the after work rush and they sit at home tonight on their phones, and then bang in the morning, school kids are on their bus, everyone's going to work. They're all on their phones ready, and that's in the second part of the algorithm, and then it skyrockets it to the third part, which is the whole world.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try that because that's actually a really good tip. So it's a good tip to try.
I couldn't hear nothing.
I was just about to say I was gonna give it to you too. What he said there was to go ahead and take your. He posted noon so that when it's posting, it's getting that initial noon. Everybody on lunch or whatever. Then when they get off of work, it's hitting that because it hits the second part of the algorithm, and then in the morning is the kids getting on the bus and they're scrolling. So like that's something to try, and that's what this is. Like there is no when it comes to posting times and things like that. It depends on your area, your network, and who's actually paying attention. Like the algorithm will push it if it gets the success in the first 10% that it tries. So make sure you're reaching that 10%, so that they'll keep pushing it further. Make sure you guys tag Shadowworks ENT at Shadowworks ENT on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and I'll check out you guys' work, see what's going on. No, we didn't do the bonus. Next class we're going to be talking about marketing because we got to push these clips. So you guys make that content, and I'm going to show you on the next one how to actually get it out there and get the organic reach going. Let's see. All right. So,
yeah.
Anything? Can you guys want to? Where can they find you guys at?
You can find me at RAH_smokes SMOKES, or you can follow me on my label page at Marley Boone Productions MALLYGOON Productions.
Booyakasha. What about you, Hesh?
Wait. Mine is at Hesh Bunbury, so HESHBUNBURY. And yeah, or just Hesh anywhere. You can type that in and it'll show up. Or
Hesh dog if you're
the
spicy.
HOA is what I call the Tuesday.
The HOA?
Yeah, that's what I call the studio. I think my YouTube's now like the homeowners association label or something.
That's
But
such a
it's
legend.
just, yeah, you can find everything under Hesh.
All right, and there are a couple of them, so look for that face. It's in that third. All right, so yeah, I'll drop links on the. I'll tag you guys. Drop your links in the description there, and in the below. And then, yeah, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me and giving the tips. I'm sure you're gonna get people reaching out to you because now y'all are the pros. Don't call me, call them. But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys next time. If y'all stick around, I'm gonna jump off this live and stop recording. Oh yeah,
All right, I
OwnLn.
just had to get off.
Yeah,
OWN.
thanks for that. That was cool.
Yeah, no, thank you
You
guys.
look like
for
you
real.
still record.
That's what I'm pushing out right now. Hold on.